Hi guys, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
I have you guys entering with your video off and your microphone off. If you want to turn it on and just say hi, that's great. During the presentation, I'm gonna ask everybody just to turn their stuff off, just so we can watch the show. There's Jodie. Hi, Jodie.
Hey.
Are you ready for art day? Brendan, Lorraine, hi guys.
I got my son here too. Peek in.
Hello. Super ready to go. Young artists. Cool. So we have, let's see, I don't know if I'm gonna get, I said let everybody in, so I don't know if that'll keep letting them in, but hopefully it will. I'm so glad you guys could come and party with us. You guys can see Lori and Mary are here. Their videos are gonna be, they're spotlighted, so you can see them the whole time, hopefully. And then anybody who wants to come in and share their video, that's totally cool. You don't have to, as you know. And I put, if you do have a question, I put up, if you can use the text chat to do that, then I'll for sure see it. As the organizer of the meeting, I don't see when you use that little raise your hand function, so I can't see that. So, but if you text me, I'll try and keep an eye on the text. And there's Mary waving. I can see your hand. Got it. Hey, you guys, Lori and Mary, can you guys talk for a second and let me hear how your volume is?
Hi, we're talking.
Hi, can you hear me?
You're a little bit quiet, but that I'll turn up my volume. How, Jodie and Lorraine, how does that sound to you? Good?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
I've never been told that I was quiet before, Kirsty.
Yeah, she's not quiet.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we have like 13 people in there now, and I'm just gonna keep, if I disappear for a moment, it's probably because I'm clicking admit. But just wanted to get started. Once we get started on the presentation again, I'll ask you guys to mute yourselves. We're gonna have a little break in the middle when we watch paint dry, we watch glue dry. And then Lori's gonna show us a little bit of her work and show us her beautiful studio with all those gorgeous bottles back there. If you have a question, use the text chat. If you need to show something like, I'm trying to do this and it's not working, feel free to say in the text chat, hey, can I turn on my video? And yes, that's great. We can do that. But this whole thing is going to be recorded, and after it's done, I'm going to put together a video that shows all the steps, so you should be good. And after the presentation, I will send you the instructions, and it's going to be, we're going to do a step-by-step article in the next issue of the magazine. So if you really like how your wind chime turned out, be sure to send me a photo of it. So I'll put the email up there of where you can send it, and then hopefully I can get it into the magazine, which goes to press this week. So, but I think that's about it. So do you guys have all your supplies? Did you print out your lovely little sheets?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Mary's got her supplies. Yeah, that's a very nice glass. Is it one of those plastic tumblers? Very cool.
Ones that people make with their kuvla or whatever that thing is that prints out things. What's that thing
The
called?
cricket.
Oh,
The cricket.
Yeah, with their
cricket.
What? It's supposed to look like the beach on the island. Elaine's daughter makes them. Okay, I will get you one.
How come I can't see me, but I can see you?
Because I was talking. If you talk, we can see it.
Oh, I can see those.
Okay. Here, oh, Carol, I'm sorry your internet is not working. Just don't try to turn on your video and that'll be good. Okay, so if you're happy with your wind chime, please email me a photo to submissions and then I can get it into the magazine. Thank you to all of the Beachcombing Club members who make all these events possible for us. So thank you very much. If you want to learn more about that, go to beachcombing.club or just look at the Beachcombing magazine website. And I think with that, why don't we just start? I'll just introduce you guys and then we can start. People who are still gathering their materials or still signing in have time to do that. So Lori is an artist who creates beautiful beach themed artwork. She lives on an island in Maryland on the Chesapeake Bay. She has a brand new shop at chickenpointstudio.co, not com. And you can follow her on Facebook and Instagram at Chicken Point Studio. If after the workshop, if you have any questions, feel free to contact her through Facebook or Instagram. But and then again, you're going to get the instructions and a video later too. So Mary is the owner of Winslow Tide, which is an online shop for home decor, body and bath stuff, accessories, jewelry, and her famous hand-poured candles. So if you haven't seen those, go to wenslowtide.com. She's also the executive director of the Beachcombing Center and vice president of the North American Sea Glass Association. And you can find her everywhere at Mary T. McCarthy. Is that right? Sound good, you guys? Okay. Lori and Mary are giving away a driftwood candle holder and candle to one lucky winner. Vanna, go get the candle.
Sorry.
I can barely hear you, Lori. I'm gonna see if you guys can. There's an input on your microphone, probably in preferences somewhere. We'll figure it. Let Mary do it. But anyway, so it was one of. Oh, it's so cute. Wait. Oh, so cute. So that's gonna go to one lucky winner. And there's Kathy.
Am I muted?
Yeah, Mary, check your video, your audio input. And there's Alice. Hi, Alice. Hi, Kathy. Long time no see. You're on mute. There, you're off mute. Good. So you guys, I put the chat. I have all of the information about Mary and Lori where you can stalk them after the event. And so excited. And there's, oh, that's so cute. Wait, what's on top of that?
This is a peeps candle.
Oh, so pretty. A peeps candle. Oh my gosh, those tiny peeps were so cute. Very cool. And then, okay, so you guys, we have about 15 people here, and why don't we just get started? Everybody is welcome to keep their video open or turn it off. Sometimes I turn mine off because we have a terrible connection here. But, oh, Alice has a what is in your candle? We can't hear you though. She's gonna unmute.
It's not a candle.
A drink.
Oh, what is it? Your drink? Your drink?
Just a little drink.
Oh, got it. Oh,
Orange
where's
juice.
where's my bartender? Yeah, it's pretty exciting over here. Vitamin water.
I have a watering can.
Oh,
that.
cute. Cool. All right. So, hey, Mary, do you guys want to get going on your on the presentation now? All righty. All right, we're ready. Everybody mute your thing if you haven't already.
So I'm going to put my camera down so that you can see. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see how we can see it.
Yes.
Okay. Lori's
Perfect.
facing her camera down so that you can see the workspace of what she's working on. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're really excited to be here. I guess you're all following along with the same directions that I'm following along, and I have the same blank. I have a blank space in front of me. So
They don't have the instructions yet, Mary.
I'm going
They
to
will
read.
get them after.
Okay. I'm going to give you an idea of what the instructions are going to be. They're going to get afterward. And so today will be the test run for these instructions. And Lori's is doing this in real time. Of course, she's done this many times. She is the creator. Why don't we show you what the project looks like when it's done so that we can all have lofty goals of, of how
Yeah,
it's going to look
go grab it. Go grab it, Lori. It's very cute.
right behind us. So this is the finished product.
So cute.
The watering can, with the lovely sea glass dangling and twinkling out of it.
And it usually hangs in my garden like this.
Hangs like
So,
this.
yeah.
So
Pretty.
usually, Lori, when she
Super
designed
cute.
this, it was designed to hang on like a shepherd's hook. So it's hanging like this, so that you get the wind chime effect. And it sounds lovely. Hopefully you can hear that. What that sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it sounds great.
Very, very lovely. So that's what it's supposed to look like. And this is nothing like what mine would look like at the end. So that's good luck.
Hopefully it's a forgiving project.
Yes. So we start with we all have our supplies together. One of the most important things is this glue, E6000 is generally the only craft glue that will work on glass. And that's why we call for this glue. So, you know, you don't want to sort of substitute this with another glue. Another glue won't hold the glass. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll just use this other glue, it probably won't work. We definitely recommend the brand of E6000 because it's the best glue for glass. So I definitely recommend that.
So it's also water resistant, so it can be outside because my wind chime sits out in my garden.
Yeah, you can see you when you're doing that. So definitely, like when you pop in, we can still see you. So, yeah. Can you hear Lori okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's water resistant. So another crucial reason to use the E6000. Okay, so what's next?
So what I do, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I do is,
There we
go. So I get my board or a tray or something, and I take my fishing line. If you want to see here.
Here, I got mine.
Okay. So the fishing line gets taped to the board. Otherwise, it's really, really hard to do it because the fishing line curls. So that's why it's taped to the board. And one end of the fishing line, hold yours up there,
Okay.
has barely any fishing line coming down. See that? And now flip it to the other side.
Okay.
This is where all the long pieces are. So you've got your long pieces on one side and no pieces on the other. And then this is what's going to go through the head of the watering can. Got it?
Okay.
So
you cut 8 pieces, about 3/4 of a yard long. So a yardstick might be a good thing to use if you don't have a, right?
yeah, I just eye it.
You don't use that. You use that.
You can use the template. That's why I put it together for people like me who need something to make a
Okay.
straight line.
Do we have a picture of the template or do we have it? No, we don't have it, do we? Do we have the
Don't worry
actual
about it.
I'll have the template.
Okay, you'll have an easy to use template that'll show you exactly. Okay, so then we're gonna select our beach finds for each strand.
So I have my beach finds here. Maybe like flat glass is easiest to work
I
with.
actually picked out for my project, I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get to actually work on it while we're talking about this. Oh, there's my baby E6000. I like these little baby E6000s that you can buy in a pack on Amazon. You probably already all have your glue, but if for some reason you're buying for future projects, you can buy these in a little 10-pack on Amazon. And the nice thing about them is the cap punctures the E6000. But then when you're using it in this nice little size. And sometimes I'll use chopsticks or Q-tips or different things. I'm a big fan of chopsticks as craft supply. Chopsticks are nice because they have that nice point. First of all, they're disposable, but they have that nice point on them. And I use them for millions of craft projects and candle making also. But chopsticks are a great thing to use, but this nice little size E6000. But I picked out these jingle shells to use for my project. I don't know maybe I'll show you later if mine doesn't work out or works out. But because they're thin and pretty, and I thought they might make a nice sound. But anyway, that was what I thought it might use.
So what Mary's going to want to put her jingle shells in order to be able to glue them, whatever part you call this side, the shiny side down.
Okay.
Can you put them on your board, Lori, so we can see them right next to your sea glass?
I would
Okay.
put
Yeah, perfect.
the shiny side, here, be a real shiny one.
So we're gonna do it like a sample.
A real shiny side down like this, because it's going to be a lot easier to glue if you have, the glue would go on this part.
Okay,
Oh.
so you're gonna glue on the convex side.
On right, whatever.
Sounds fancy. Okay.
And then I just space them however far apart I want them. It's usually about 1 inch. So
Oh, so the upside down.
you don't want to try to put a fishing line through here. It's going to be
You know
really
what,
hard.
Lori? I did try to do that, and it was a nightmare. So
Right.
I wish I had watched. So I did make one with the jingle shells, but I glued them on the other side, and I had to glue them in 2 places just to get them to stick. So So
That's why
this
you
one is made with those little flat
Yeah, we
cup
make it, you do it on
shells.
the,
opposite
Yeah.
side of what.
Yeah,
because-
I should have done it on the other side, but that's okay.
that makes sense, that makes sense. So the glue
Live and learn.
is on this side.
Right,
Okay, great. Okay, easy.
okay,
Okay.
so you ready?
Look at those colors. That all looks so cute.
Wait, if you put it on
Looks great together.
the board, then it's gonna be in
No,
your.
it's fine, I mean, you're
Oh, it's
gonna
not
move it.
attached, never mind.
Are you gonna make one right now? I'm gonna.
Am
make
I really
this.
gonna make a real one?
I don't know, I'm gonna make this right now.
Am I making a real one, Kirsty?
It's up to you. It's up
Go
to
ahead.
you. Make
Glue
a
it.
strand.
I'll put a strand here and then pull it off.
Okay.
We can share the same board.
We're sharing
right?
the same board.
Yeah,
And we're
go-
sharing the same board right now.
Okay, so now start glue.
I'm gonna use,
Okay.
I'll use my baby glue.
You use your
Okay.
baby glue.
We're all doing this together. You guys are doing this at home, right? We're really all doing this for real.
Yeah,
Okay. we're
Brendan
doing-
has some cool green tape. That's awesome. Is that
this is-
green?
This is real E6000 officially out.
Ooh, fancy.
Wait, which one do you want to be mine?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You're gonna leave it right here for now. So I put my glass next to my string, in between two strings.
Okay.
Well, it's ready to dry. So I'm not putting it on the string yet, and you'll see why. So see how I'm putting the glue on each little piece of glass?
Yep.
And so you should do the same with your shell.
Me right now?
Sure, go for it.
I'm answering for everybody. Okay, so I'm putting a little dab of glue on each shell.
Yeah, you could just make one strand so that you can have the experience. You gotta
Are
have
you
it.
using your tiny little bottle? I mean, your tiny little glue, Mary?
I'm using the baby E6000, yeah.
It's so great. The nice thing about those little things is that it doesn't have a chance to dry, like, because the giant tube, by the time I'm using it again, it's all getting kind of gross.
No, all these ones are already taped down, these strands of fishing line.
Don't, just relax. It's all good.
Okay.
This is a new
You're with a
experience.
pro.
So I think I'm freaking her out a little bit, but it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us what you're doing, Lori, and
I am putting a PDAB size bit of glue on each one.
She just did 2 rows though. You're doing 2 rows.
I'm just gonna keep
Wait,
moving.
okay.
So because I want the glue to dry a little bit and set up before I put the strand on it. Otherwise, you're holding it a lot, and you'll see what I mean. This is what after years and years and years of doing this, I found this is the fastest and easiest way to make the wind chime.
so
When we're done in 15
Lori, it takes like what, 15 minutes or 5 minutes for it to start to set up and then an hour to dry, or what do you think?
it would be like not even quite 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes to start to set up.
Okay,
I have
and you guys, if you aren't doing 5 rows at a time, don't feel bad because Lori's a trained professional. I did 1 at a time.
Now we have 1 row. I have 1 row. Beginner's row here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the fun thing about this is you're still doing the same process because I also do wind chimes on pieces of driftwood, so you don't have to have a watering can.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea.
And I get
Because
a little. with the
it
driftwood.
took me forever to find a watering can. Like I couldn't find one that had the little shower head that you could remove. So, yeah, the driftwood's a great idea.
I have a picker who goes to because these are all the ones you saw outside in that picture, Kirsty, when it was
Mhm.
frozen. Those are all vintage watering cans. So I
Yeah,
have a
that's cool.
picker who goes to old barn sales and things, and he gets all the old watering cans
Oh,
These are
that's
all-
great.
from. But
Yeah, I found some old ones, but they didn't have the shower head still on them. But so if somebody wanted to do a driftwood one, how would they connect that? Would they just tie the string around the wood or drill a hole or?
you're gonna take your drill. You want me to start one real
Wait,
quick?
let's do.
No,
let's
no,
do
no.
Let's do what we're doing right here
All right,
first, and
all
then
right.
we can.
So well, we're waiting for this to set up a bit.
Oh, we are?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's gotta set up
Okay.
a little bit. Is it-
Do you want some driftwood? Do you want me to grab you a piece
No,
of it?
it's all good.
Okay.
You're
Oh.
just dripping all over.
I know,
the place.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm making a giant mess of E6000. The E6000 just keeps erupting despite the fact that you're not actually.
Here you go.
It has a mind of its own.
Yes, it does. So do you want to talk a little bit about flat glass? I don't know the level of, I mean, does everybody obviously has their own glass?
What's everybody using?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I'm just wondering, you guys, if you want to turn on your microphones, you can tell us what you're gluing. Okay, so Jodie's got glass. Brendan, what do you have?
Beach
Lorraine,
glass,
you've got a bag of
white
something.
glass.
Glass, very good. Lorraine, what do you have there?
I
you
have
doing
sea glass and some scallop shells, and then these flat, like a kind of like a wampum type of piece, but not quite
Oh.
wampum. Yeah.
You know what was super easy is these, they call them capiz, C-A-P-I-Z. It's like a
Oh,
teeny
yeah,
tiny
yeah.
shell and they're just cut in rounds. The thing about them is they're all completely flat. So there's no like up and down in between
Mhm,
pieces. So they were super easy. But they're not as pretty as sea glass. No offense, capiz shells, but.
I have
But
clam
when
shells.
I was having all the trouble with these jingle shells, because I was doing them on the wrong side, now I know, I said, forget that, I'll do a bunch of these mixed in. And it actually looks cute.
It's
Because they kind
pretty.
of have that translucent look, so, yeah.
Okay,
it's
she's
pretty
ready to
fun.
go.
okay, so I'm,
Do it.
all right, so I'm gonna take my strand
All right.
and I'm gonna actually all right, I'm gonna lift up my tape a little. I'm gonna pick up my strand and I'm gonna slide my glass over
Okay.
so that it's directly under the strand. See how that? I'm kind of aiming as I go.
And you took the long end, right? The short end is still,
The short
Taped.
end is still down there.
okay.
I'm gonna lift my tape back up. You can see that one down the very other end is already stuck to the glue. And now put my, so now is when I take my toothpick or a chopstick or anything you want. Can you see, are my fingers in the way?
No,
I can
that's
see
good.
it. So I'm sort of just pushing it down into the glue. And you'll see when you're doing this, why it's so much easier if the glue has set up just a little bit.
Oh, I see. Yep.
See what
So
I
it
mean?
holds on to the string.
Yep, and you just kind of flip it
Yeah,
over.
you guys, Louise is, she can hear us, but her microphone doesn't work, but she says Michael's has watering cans that work, that have the little spout thing on them, if anybody wants to try that. If anybody doesn't have their picker going to yard sales for them.
So
Lucky
does
girl.
Marshall's has them too.
Oh, good, Marshall's.
Oh, great. It's springtime, so it's a good time.
You know, I went to all of my hardware stores. I went to 4 hardware stores and they had the same watering can that wouldn't unscrew. I was like, what is with this brand? Does a truck come to Santa Cruz and bring it to all the hardware stores?
Kirsty, you just need a picker. It's okay. Just
I
get your-
know. Where the hell is my picker and my bartender? I tell you.
I don't know. Get your people together, Kirsty.
I know.
Cannot have our pick.
Okay, Carol says that she can't see. So Carol, there are actually 2 people. There are 2 cameras showing, one is showing their faces and one is showing the craft. And if you go up into the upper right-hand corner, maybe of your app or your browser, you can choose which view you want, either speaker or gallery. And I would pick gallery because that will show you too. If you're on a phone, it's kind of hard because you have to sort of scroll in between people. So you may want to just see if you can get on a computer. But they are there. And just a reminder, I'm going to send out a link to a video of this. We'll put it together, the pieces together so that you guys can see what's happening.
Hey, Kirsty, this is
Oh,
Matt. You can do speaker view too. I'm watching on speaker view, and so I see both.
But you're on your computer. I'm wondering if on your
got you.
phone, it
Yeah,
might
if you're
not
on your
work that way.
phone, yeah, all bets are off there.
So Mary, tell us what you're doing there.
I don't know.
Mayor,
It's my
But
first time.
you-
I don't know.
You have the string and you're sticking it into the glue?
I'm trying because some of the shells are not as high as the other shells. They need to get.
Yeah.
They won't. Do you see what my problem is? Because the glass is flat. See
Take a
this
little bit more
shelf?
glue. Okay, so this is a perfect learning. You know
Learning
what
experience.
Problems are a perfect opportunity.
She's a teacher, so she has a lot of language for this stuff.
That's-
Perfect opportunity for problem solving. So that's a teaching moment.
Brendan, are you raising your hand? No, you're raising your string. Got it.
She's using a teachable moment here.
So yeah, so take your glue and just do a little dab right on top of the line.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go afterward and put it on top.
Because I don't have. I need to. Mine doesn't have enough glue.
You need a little verticality.
I need a little leverage here. Okay. So we just things can be solved, but with more E6000. That's the life lesson.
Right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because they have to. I need something to grab the other side of that glue, which is just more glue. Add more glue. You're supposed to do this in a well-ventilated room. We don't even have the windows open, so.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
I'm hoping E6000 and drinking bourbon, and what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Let's get some flames.
Yeah. Where's
The
my
grill.
candle? Where's my candle? Okay,
Exactly.
fine.
So, Mary, when I was unsuccessfully doing my things, I ended up putting a little bit of tape in between each one, just because I had to keep not every single one, but I had to push the line down so that it would be in the glue. You know what I mean?
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take another shell and I'm just gonna buffer.
Good
I'm gonna-
idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it underneath until it
Mary's like, Lori's like, what the heck? These amateurs.
I'm like,
So in the meantime,
bring it up.
Lori,
Simpson.
what have you done?
Yeah, what have you done?
I'll work my third string down.
I'm still on my first one.
Sort of
it's
like
fine.
man down, string down.
So, Lori, is that a piece of cobalt blue glass there in the middle?
I usually like to put a little something special
Outlier.
in my
That's
windshield.
nice.
Usually it's a piece of ceramic or something, but this was a pretty blue, cobalt blue I found.
That's a
And I
great
thought-
idea.
Just put a little signature. It's a little
Oh my
signature.
God.
Shut up.
Lori, I have a thing called.
Mary, you gotta go for the tape in between the shells. You're gonna kill yourself there.
I'm trying to do this thing where if I build it up underneath, I just need some Legos.
No, you need to push the line down, not build the shell up.
Oh, then I need to tighten it. Can I try that?
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, tighten it.
Oh
Or
my
put
God.
it-
Building mountains.
This concept is a good idea if you just build up enough leverage underneath.
No,
it.
you're insane. So
Okay.
I made this other little one, and at the end of each one, I found a heart-shaped piece of
Oh,
glass.
pretty.
Don't anybody move.
And these are like crummy pieces of glass, right? You don't have to have your best
No. sharp.
looking glass.
We don't. This is in California, Kirsty. We don't have good glass over here.
I got plenty of bad glass too, don't you worry. I'm using only Davenport multis on mine.
It's a mix.
And see 'em. Yes, yes. And,
Okay.
and some garnets I found in the Thames, and a pirate doubloon. That's my special piece.
That's your special piece.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What's she have? There's
Okay. Yeah.
A gold coin I found from a sunken, yeah.
So how's else doing?
How's it going out there, everybody? Everybody doing well?
Can anybody
Yep.
put their?
Green's got tape.
Can they put theirs down
Hey.
so we can
Yeah,
see?
I want to
Yeah,
see.
you guys show us your boards or whatever you're doing it on.
I don't know how to do that, but do I just do that?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that looks great.
I'm using clamshells.
I like
That's
it.
great. So are you putting you're putting the glue on the round side?
I'm using these clamshells.
Oh, how fun.
So yeah,
Oh,
I'm
cool.
putting it on the whatever
The round side.
The hot side. The hot side.
Yep.
Concave is like a cave and convex is like I don't know what. A
Look at
vex.
Kimberly.
I'm doing convex.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Kimberly's got it tight.
Ooh.
See how that the tape is, and this is after many years of trying it, and I was trying to hold down my
You didn't have to
Line.
put Legos under yours like me.
No Legos, yeah.
Right, don't talk about
Jodie,
my Legos.
how's yours looking?
Jodie,
I
how's
can't hear you. I can't hear you, Jodie, but I see you
the chat?
running.
Okay, I'm gonna try to show you. Mine's down on a chair.
Oh, cool.
Wait a minute. How do I do this?
Just turn it so it we can see you. So
Yeah.
go the opposite way.
I don't know. I got directional problems.
Kimberly is looking pretty professional there. Do you guys see hers?
It's tight over there, yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old.
Oh, the 3-year-olds are helping. That doesn't speak to our professional level craft here.
Oh,
I like how Kimberly has like a thing at the bottom that's different. That looks cute. See how she has like
Yeah, that's really cute.
pieces different?
Oh, Jodie, yours is looking good. Those are thick pieces.
Yeah.
Turquoise glass at the bottom of hers.
Do you guys see Jodie's cool thick pieces? Let's see it again. She figured it
probably-
out.
Fall off if I tip them up. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, no, it looks good, Jodie.
yeah.
Wait, Jodie, behind you, you have like a driftwood one that looks like what we were talking about doing, like what we were talking about Lori's. Can you?
Right.
Don't-
Yeah, what's hanging on your thing?
Oh, that's okay. That's the thing I made out of beads.
That's kind of what we were talking about that you could do if you didn't want to do that idea.
Ooh.
Exactly it. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
you-
drill
Sea glass on there, but this is mostly, this is like
Okay.
bead from
But so
For me-
you just screwed those little eyelet things in.
Yeah. into the driftwood, and
That's
then
a
you
good
just
idea.
a little one of those.
Show up
clean-
close. Jodie, show that up close how you attached it. You guys see those the little screws?
Yeah, that's
So
an
you
easy
don't have to
way.
have a drill.
And then you put those here too for the string.
Okay, so
Got
that
it.
would be a really easy way to do it then. If
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah, and then at the end, you just have those little clamper things that you put, that's after you get all done, you leave a little room at the end and just put the clamper bead or the clamper thing on the end, and it just holds everything on then.
Right.
Mary, the clamper thing.
The clamper.
I don't know what-
But if I'm doing a sea glass one on a piece of driftwood, I just drill the 2 little holes right close to each other, okay? So if I'm
Mhm.
taking my piece of line, I'm gonna come up through the bottom of the driftwood. Can you see my finger? Up through the
There we go,
bottom
yeah.
and then back down. The little holes are about a 1/4 inch. And then I'm gonna
So
tie
like a
Oh,
buttonhole.
you're gonna tie on each of them, okay.
it off like this, with but it goes through the little holes. And then
Yeah,
each
I would
one of
imagine
them is
like hanging
Skewer on.
the sea glass with those teeny tiny eyelet ones probably would just pull it right out of the wood. I mean, you could also glue it in when you screw it in, but
and-
drilling
and-
is probably way stronger.
And you don't need the clamper thing because your very last thing
You're
Is
tying.
is your,
That's too much craft math for me. No, you would have to do that.
so this one is drying, it's setting up,
We can see it, yeah.
everything.
Oh,
And what I do is I constantly go through and just
I
check.
don't want anyone to look at mine.
Oh my
Don't look at
gosh.
mine.
Okay, so I have one here that didn't get all the way down in, so I might add a little dab will do you like Mary did on top, because I'm seeing there, I can see some line and I don't want to see line through the glue. I want the glue.
So
Now,
you're
did you
just,
ever want to
you're-
put a piece on top and make it like sandwich it so you can't see the glue, or that would be too heavy?
You can, but it's never gonna match, so you're
No,
gonna
it
have.
wouldn't match.
it's a waste of glass.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it a waste of glass?
So when it's
I don't
done,
think so. It's really going to make it heavy. I had some that after I hung them on my thing, they were sliding on the glue. They slid. So then I just glued them again. Very
Yeah.
cool.
not dry.
Oh, sorry.
No, so this,
I thought we were
no, her, no,
Oh,
she
it's
said.
already
"Oh,
dry."
I glued them." I said, yeah, that's not
Oh,
dry.
yeah, okay.
So there's one that's I did previously So we could see that what it looks like when it's done. And yes,
Yeah.
there's glue on it, but you don't, when you're tidying your garden or wherever,
Yeah.
you're not really
Yeah.
seeing. And that's the nice
Yeah.
thing about E6000 is it does not yellow, and it's also waterproof mine stays out in all the weather.
Yeah.
So that's that one.
Yeah, the nice thing about E6000 is it's super glue, but it doesn't dry instantly. And if you get some somewhere, you can rub it off like rubber cement, which is really nice.
You can,
So it's a very forgiving super glue.
Yep.
Yeah.
We went
And
through
it
that.
smells so great in a closed room.
Yeah.
Lori was just talking about how we were gonna open the window. And
Good. Good idea.
get a little, she's gonna turn the fan on, we're gonna open a window. Because
There you go.
otherwise we're fate. Okay, so now we're a too thick. All right, where are we? Allow the strands to dry for 1 hour.
Okay.
Mary, outside in the living room is a head that's sitting there. Should be a head. See if you can find me a head.
Where?
The fetch.
I'm gonna tell you something. Mary McCarthy is not the finder, unless it comes to sea glass.
Where is it? I got it.
I did have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, okay, so I've got my,
The
whatever,
shower head.
what do you call that?
The shower head.
The shower head. And I noticed in all the pictures, you had the fishing line, like, there weren't shells or sea glass. You had it just plain. So I need to know I'm doing shells, but I need to know from the shell to the dimension that would go in here and out here, and then where would your shell go? But I need a
You're gonna
dimension.
actually watch Lori, but she's gonna send the end from the outside to the inside of the spout.
Let's find out where-
Okay, and how much should be hanging out?
I'll show you.
She's gonna do
I'll
that
show
right
you.
now.
But first,
I didn't
Okay.
even know.
before we start, I'll show you the two different types of head. Where's the camera?
We're in the head part right now, so let's let Lori talk
So
about.
this one with all the pieces of, this one is a flat. You see, where's the camera? Okay, so it's,
We got it.
flat. This is like super easy to do. But why I asked Mary to get, most of the ones that you're gonna find are funnel shaped,
Yeah.
like, okay?
Okay.
Exactly. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your long, remember that's why we have the long end. Is that Alice? Oh,
Got the
somebody's,
long end.
welcome. Okay, so you're gonna hold your funnel like this. Push your, and then you're gonna be fishing it through the
Yep,
top.
we can see it. That's perfect.
So wherever you want it to start, Alice, that's where you're just sort of, like if this one does not hang down, I would probably have it hang down more. This one's like butt up against it.
Oh,
And just so you know, after you tie it on, you could always add more to the string. Like I could take this guy and like if I wanted more stuff up top, I just glue more glass on. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's totally
But
fine.
if you want, Alice, if you want some line before the drips start, because that's the idea, is this looks like water.
yeah, I kind of like that look, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So I'm gonna leave that much. Is that good?
yeah.
And then I'm just gonna lay it down. And I know that that's
Can
how.
you tip the thing down? One of the laptops down? Thanks.
Okay, and it's really, you're just basically doing like a whole bunch of knots on top of each other.
So you just got to make sure the knots are bigger than the hole in the spout.
Yep, and you're just,
Do you
doing 'em.
glue? Does it say on here?
nope,
So,
no glue necessary.
No glue.
so I have another question. So
Yep.
I have I printed out the watering can template, and some of my pieces are longer. And then, you know, it
That's
goes
fine.
up. They're all different lengths, right?
Yeah.
Totally fine. You can do whatever you want. You can
Yeah,
just,
Oh, so you, where should the long ones be? No, you
In
don't
the
have
center.
that? In the
Yeah,
center, so
in the
so you
center,
got-
so there's a little feeling of, you know, the long piece. Okay, see how I tied it, and then the
so
knot
maybe
is
right here.
touching right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Louise had a question. She said, do we have to use all 8 strands? And the answer is no. You can use 4, 3, 17, whatever you want.
There's no rules, and everybody should just, there's no
Yeah.
rules, like, there's no way to mess this up, right? Like,
No.
I think you can just sort of, any length can go anywhere. If you're the kind of person, I think it's personality based. Like, if you want all your long ones arranged in the middle and the shorter ones on the outside, because that's your personality, you should have it that
That's
way.
me.
If you want them randomized, mine would be randomized because I would never get it straight and I have no idea what I'm doing. So mine would be randomized, but somebody's personality would have or some other people would want it in a spiral of lengths because that's their personality. So I think it has to kind of go with your style. At least that would be my guess with that.
Yeah, and Louise had the same idea I had, which was tying, instead of tying a bunch of knots, just tie a bead on, you know, onto your string, 1 knot and 1 bead. Because if you have big holes, it would be hard to make it fit.
Tie a frosty UK sea glass bead from the
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Maybe a Roman bead that you found in the Thames.
Right.
Whichever you prefer. We're alternating Roman, Scottish, and London, whichever.
So then you're just gonna continue. Now, I usually don't do the next hole. I'll skip a hole. And then just remember, you're always fishing it through the head itself, and then using sometimes I'll grab some tweezers to grab this out of here if I can't quite reach it.
Yeah, this guy was really hard to get the little strings because, so I just used my little needle nose pliers to pull them through. So
You need those pliers, long tweezers, whatever you have.
yeah,
It all depends on the style of your head.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Whee! But it would look really cute on driftwood. That's a great idea.
And then you can get some really driftwood. So then basically what you're doing after you've got them all on is this. I usually hold it like so.
Let me
Oh,
just do it.
yeah, you want to hold it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I hold it like this so that I'm not going to be tempted to. See what I
Are you trying
mean?
to keep it from tangling or?
Down and trying to twist it, then they're going to get all tangled up.
Oh, okay.
If you hold it like this, they're staying right in one spot and you're twisting and you're done.
So easy. So
Okay.
easy, right?
Mary, is yours done?
Yes, mine's all done. While you were talking, I finished mine and mine's already out in the garden. So later I'll
Excellent. It was listed in the shop and sold. Good job.
I also made a candle inside mine. And
Excellent.
it's already been sold in the pizza set.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
So that's pretty much, how it goes. And they make the most beautiful sound.
I just want to see if my one strand is a thing. Like if it worked out.
Yeah, is it dry enough?
I don't know. Is it?
Test it out.
Did it take an hour in your directions?
Now just put your finger
Let
on
me
it.
turn to chapter 14 of Kirsty's directions and see if it works.
So
Yes, I mean, you can,
just put your finger on
it's
it.
like, it
It's fine.
might be slightly tacky.
We're allowed to press it, she said.
Press it down. Touch
We're allowed
The
to
only
press
thing that could happen is if it's not totally dry and the one next to it's not totally dry and you put it together in the shower head, then it could stick with its friends. But you just have one there, just give it a try.
Another great thing about E6000 though is, because I use this in candle making too, is like you can press onto E6000 and like,
Push it down
it doesn't, yeah, you can push your line into your your disobedient jingle shells and make it, yeah, like, look, what, can I take this off
You
you?
guys, look, Carol has a helper with her. Hi, Carol. Helper.
Look, Kirsty.
Whoa, that looks great, Mary.
Okay, now show us how it works. What to
Potato
do next?
chips.
Was I supposed to be paying attention? Which one? Okay,
Not that side.
no, wait, hold on.
And we won't actually tie it because she doesn't want to put it. Do you want? You know,
This fresh Peeps manicure, I don't know.
yeah, we did go get our nails done today, and she's got the whole. You got to show them your peep on there.
I will. Okay, hold on. All right, so now I was paying it. Let's see if I was paying attention in class. Wait, how the hell do you do this?
Push it through.
Okay, hold on. You're supposed to do this multiple times? I could never make one of these.
It's hard.
Okay, wait, then you what?
She's not supposed to say
Hold on.
that.
Sorry, heck. Sorry, heck for the children. I didn't say the F word though, so we're all winning here. How
Okay,
many nuts do you do?
Yeah, well,
Three?
if you do too many knots, you're not going to be able to get it off.
Hey, Mary, put it over towards the board so we can see what you're doing. Okay.
Whoa, that's way too long. That's terrible.
that's
This is
okay.
just for pretend right now.
Yeah, because she wants to be able
You
to
can tie it again.
She's got a.
It
Now
fell
that's-
off.
That's because
I
it's still
failed.
drying.
It's still drying.
So.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And so she can take
this
this
come
one
from?
off and put it. She has a watering can in the other room, or she can use a piece of driftwood.
I'm gonna pay Lori to do one for me. That's how it's gonna go.
There you go.
So that's
Here's
the
the
one.
shells, lady.
If you decide that this is not for you, you can certainly buy one. From
Raise his
Chicken
hand.
Point
There you
Studio.
go.
Hey, that's what's just been listed on Lori's new show. The
There you
finished
go.
can project.
What was that again? Chickenpointstudio.co?
I think she picked out a watering can for me, and I'm gonna promptly leave it at her house and get her to finish I'll be like, here, Lori, can you make this into a watering can?
Jingle bells. Yeah, and you know the watering can that I did that was big, like this guy. So it's a pretty big watering can and a pretty long strand. So you got to have somewhere really big to put this. So like I tried a shepherd's hook and it was like, no, the watering can was like practically touching the ground. But then I hung it with a little ribbon and a branch and a tree, and that was perfect. You know, I just
Underneath
tied.
the board?
I just tied a ribbon right here and put it around a branch of a tree. And so then it was hanging up high.
I
But
wonder what the ribbon part was all about in the directions. I was like, I don't know where this came from. Ribbon
no,
part.
because it's just way too tall. Like it's like I can't, like the shepherd's hook would have to be 8 feet tall because the watering can plus the stuff is like 5. What?
If you had like a hook and an S hook underneath the deck or something, like if you had a 2-story deck, like one of yours would probably work that way, Kirsty. wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was, I hung it because I have a window that's like, I don't know, it's like a little opening that's like 5 feet or 4 feet. But
Yeah.
it didn't work on the shepherd's hook, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah.
But it was fine, just hang it on an outside hook, or you can even hang it against a wall or put it on a bookshelf. You know, it can be inside your house too. It doesn't have to be outside.
Yeah, it depends on the size and your decor. And if you had like a 2-story ceiling, you can do anything you want. There's no rules, right?
Yeah, no rules.
Okay.
I will say if you put it outside and it's sitting on a ledge or something, fill it with sand, because the windstorm that whipped my 2 away could have destroyed them, but they last. They were very strong. That E6000 held on. So
Yeah. Or you can pour a candle in yours like I did with mine outside. It looks good.
there you go. Stop with the candles, okay?
What? See if we can carry the computer. I want to show it to them.
Oh, she wants to show it to you in the garden. She's taking it outside.
So if you get dizzy, just relax.
Oh, don't get busy. She's on the move. Oh, there, hey, everybody. See Buddy? Hi, Buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, look at Buddy. She's showing you it on a shepherd's hook in the garden where she actually keeps it. There it is.
Ah, very good. Hold on. There we go.
There he is.
Pretty.
That's like natural habitat right there.
That's good. Yeah, that looks really cute.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like kind
fun.
of what it's designed for.
Yeah, my cheapy Amazon shepherd's hook was about 3 feet tall. It was not working.
Oh yeah, she has like the really good Smith, like the hand Smith, the
Yeah.
heavy one.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I get a wrought iron. You can get the
The
wrought iron,
yeah,
wrought iron shepherd's hook from Lowe's or
from
Home
Lowe's.
Depot, any place you.
Yeah,
So that's why I do with mine. They sit in the herb garden or the flower garden, right on top of one.
So tell me, happy little people watching this, does anybody have any questions or you doing pretty good?
Doing
Oh, look
good.
at Carol.
Wow.
So cute,
if
a little
you-
snuggle.
Sweet.
If you have questions, feel free to message me on my Chicken Point Studio Facebook page or my Instagram page, either or. This one.
So Jodie, do you feel comfortable showing us a strand hanging or are they still too wet?
Well, mine are a little messed up because I didn't leave enough
look at that glass. she
at
used.
the top. So I tied an extra one on. I hope it's gonna work.
That looks great. Hers
Well,
is
here's
like,
the knot. Here's the knot right here. So,
Yeah, that's why you want to keep when you put the strands on your board, one end is short and the
right,
other,
I just that direction, I guess.
yeah,
Well, you could always take a piece off if you had to, right? Like if
the other end, this is where all my long strands are.
Well, I tied this on, so I have this to tie on to the,
There you go.
so,
okay.
You got it all. So you're good?
I'll cut these ends off of, right here, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
I'll do it right.
Yep. And then you just trim, at the bottom here, where there's a
Okay.
little, I'm gonna trim it so that it's right up against the glue
Okay,
then. So you don't have any fishing line hanging down past the last piece of glass.
Because then you can just cut it. You just do a line, you do a knot at the bottom. And then cut, yeah.
And then there's,
I like the bead idea. Did someone say put a bead at the bottom? That'd be
they
cute.
said for me.
yeah, Louise said tie a bead
Oh, wait,
inside.
were
But it
you
was-
there?
bead at the bottom too, right?
Do that.
What about a bead
You
at
put
the,
beads all the way through,
Right.
yeah, you could put a bead wherever you want.
everywhere.
A bead at the bottom would be cute.
Beads
It'd
everywhere.
be very cute.
If you have seeds,
You
I might put a twirly down at the bottom, like a
Right.
twirly
Ooh, that would
shell.
be fun.
Yeah, so I'm
Ooh,
still
Brendan's got a strand.
thinking about it.
Brendan.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Ooh, that looks good, Brendan.
Woo-hoo.
Yay. You guys, once you finish your beautiful craft, if you like it, please send it to me like by Monday or Tuesday, a picture of it, because I'm gonna have this little craft, which is with its new instructions in the magazine. But I would love to see your examples because everybody has different finds that they're putting on and different watering cans. It'll be fun to see them.